Pixlriffs! Pixlriffs!
Oh,
Pixel
hello, Clandlewood.
Oh,
You're right. I'm just
what do you-
TNTing your bridge.
I was just gonna apple my bridge.
Yeah,
why might you be?
I thought
Can't work out a single reason you'd be doing this.
for a start, aesthetically, TNT quite a nice looking block. It's got a bit of red, it's got some good colour, some interesting textures. But more importantly, you haven't paid me, so pay up, or this all goes up right now.
Yeah, I was just coming to. That was why I was here. I was coming to wait for you. Terrible. You didn't. You might have been asleep. Did you hear the hurricane? Had a big pile of money. Hurricane blew most of the money away. Then there was that fire, burnt some. The whale attack after that. It was a horrible series of events. You wouldn't rob a man blind who's just been through a hurricane, a fire attack, and then a whale attack, would you? I mean, I'll get your money. I had it there for you. The whale. It was really big.
All right, no whale discounts.
Okay.
But get my money, or next time there will be serious consequences.
All right. I will have it with me in this bucket.
Fair enough. Liquid assets.
Oh my goodness! Terrible thing.
I'll take the experience. That can be the deposit for my payment.
Alright, well, I'll see you later. I think my mums have had to call me again.
Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to... Was that a pig noise? Is he back? He's back! It's Pixlriffs! Hello! Hello, he's staring out the window like he still wants to be out in the wastelands. Hey, Piggy. Piggy. Look at me, Piggy. Oh, I know what I need. I need a carrot. And thankfully somebody has left an absolute ton of carrots in my chest. That's hilarious. Yeah, hello, buddy. It's been a while. How are you? Oh, good boy. He's a good boy. He misses me. He's been out in the wastelands. There's an armour stand in the middle of my floor as well for some reason. Not quite sure why that is. B-Ran said he'd left a present for me in my basement. I'm pretty sure it's not this armour stand, but oh, hello. Credit goes to Etho in 1.9. This does something cool. Oh yes, yes. I've seen Etho's video. It doesn't do anything in 1.8, but in 1.9. Pistons and armor stands interact kind of differently, and I'm kind of interested to see exactly how that's going to work. Like, I might do a couple of experiments this weekend and see if I can do something a little bit interesting with those. Armor stands also only stack in 16s, which is kind of funny to me. Anyway, today I'm going to do some stuff. I've got 21 bookshelves in my inventory. I'm relatively fresh back from the Nameless Ruin. Still got my fishing rods and stuff on me. Might do a bit of fishing later as well, actually. But I went out to the mesa and I grabbed some hardened clay, and I'm going to do a build today, I think, because it's been a while since I built anything in Freehaven, and I kind of want to get some shops on the go. Like, there are a few shops around right now, like my record store is one, that actually sells resources, like things that you can get and consume in Minecraft, and Jefferson's Sugar Shack is the other one. My Hot Pot Bistro does not really sell a great deal of stuff. I'm going to tangent here. I always tangent here. They've cleaned up all of the Halloween decorations, apart from the guy in the cauldron. This was meant to be like a man being cooked over a fire, and obviously it's an armor stand, so no, I didn't have a player head at the time. But it's kind of weird that they've left the weird, like, cannibalism. Anyway, not going to go into that too much. So yeah, my Hot Pot Bistro sells food, but it's kind of a different deal, and not everybody needs to buy food. Everyone's usually got a source of food on them. B-Ran has his monster supply shop, I guess, but I think that was set up more as a joke than anything else, because people don't need to buy mob drops all that commonly. And aside from those, I mean, Kane has a slime shop, and slime shop is very, very useful. What other shops are there? I mean, Clandlewood has feathers and stuff. There's various booths. That seems to be Clandlewood's thing, is booths and experiences. But there aren't really a great deal of shops. Like on the last server we had, like, the potion shop. We had a bookshop. We had, what else did we have? We had shops for a variety of things. Anyway, we had Wombo's greenhouse, that kind of thing. And so I am taking it on myself to create a bookshop this time around, because I feel like enchanted books are one of the things in Minecraft that is difficult to obtain for various people. Like, I mean, I sound like I'm singling out somebody there. I'm not. I just mean people don't have the time sometimes to grind for the correct enchanted book. And I have a bit of time. So I feel like what I was going to do is create a bookshop in Freehaven that people can visit. And I have a stock of enchanted books in here, which I'd kind of been saving for myself, because I think they're all pretty good. I mean, I've got like Sharpness, I've got Feather Falling and Fortune 3. I've got a Silk Touch book in here, Depth Strider 3, that kind of stuff. Like, I've got a lot of pretty decent books here. And I can probably combine the Protection ones into Protection 4, because that'd be pretty good. So all of those I want to sell to people, because I'm not using them right now, and I have all of the tools and stuff I could ever want, and getting Silk Touch on a pick and stuff is not that hard. Getting Silk Touch on a set of shears, on the other hand, completely different story. So I'm going to make a bookshop here, the Bookshelf shop. I'm going to sell bookshelves. I could sell bookshelves, actually, because, you know, villagers do that, and it's like a trade. But I have some hardened clay, and I need some purple dye. And I have a decent amount of... How do you make purple dye? Is it with more blue? I feel like I need more blue for this. Because if you make purple... If you make that... Does that mean magenta? That's not magenta. How do you make purple? Oh, goodness. We need some red, I assume. Do we get a pink and a blue and a red? And that gets us a magenta. How does this get a purple? I'm so confused. Do I do magenta dye and then another red and another blue? No. No, I don't. What do I... Just red and blue. Okay, fair enough. Oh, gosh. Welcome to Elementary Colours with Pixlriffs. We've got some blue dye, some purple dye. I need some more lapis. Do I have lapis in my inner chest? I do. I do. Fantastic. Right, let's work with this today. Because if you guys have been watching my single-player series, and thank you if you have, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if it is, you guys will know that I have stumbled upon my new favourite colour combination in Minecraft, and that is the combination of purple stained clay and nether brick. Ladies and gentlemen, nether brick. It's amazing. It actually looks really, really good. And I want to build more with that, because all I built with it was a sofa. So I thought I would add a nice purple touch to the centre of Freehaven. It's a little bit weird in terms of the colour scheme of the general area, but I think we can make it work. So I want to build kind of a fairly modern building, I think is going to be the plan. And let's see what we can put together. And here is the progress so far. It's going pretty well. I think I'm going definitely very modern. That's what you have to do with stained clay. Usually, anyway. And there are a few other builds around here that take advantage of that. Jefferson's Sugar Shack is one of them. And there's a couple of other modern-ish builds around. I mean, Ovi's apartment block there, the museum, they're quite modern. In contrast to the rest of the stuff I've already built in Freehaven, like my house. I mean, that's kind of, it's weird and eclectic. I wouldn't say it's particularly modern. Same with the design company. And so, yeah, this is kind of sticking out a little bit, and especially in terms of like the color choice and whatnot, but I'm committed to it. I think it looks pretty cool. And inside we have this kind of like beam structure with the nether brick. If I pillar up, you'll be able to see what I've done with the second floor. It's not going to be like a full second floor, it's kind of going to be like a half thing here. I'm trying to work out what kind of wood type would work best for the floor. So if we have birch wood there, that's very bright in contrast with the nether brick. If we have jungle wood here, like so, that's kind of got a rosy tint to it, which is kind of similar to the nether brick. And the clay also fairly underused, I think, jungle wood. People don't use jungle wood in builds all that much. And then you've got oak wood, which I wouldn't normally use next to these materials, but it matches the bookshelves. So it's kind of a tricky choice. I think birch is one I'd probably end up using in a nether brick build the rest of the time, but because this is a bookshop, I don't know. It's difficult. It's kind of difficult. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit and just kind of try out a couple of things, do a bit of the standard trial and error kind of stuff, figuring out what I want to do. But yeah, aside from that, I think it looks pretty good. The one other thing I have to do is make a roof for it. And you guys know me and roofs, so I will probably come up with something a little bit different this time around. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's pretty cool so far. One other thing to point out is that this was completely unintentional, but from the side, I wanted to do this thing where a bit of the wall kind of wraps around and into one of these large frames. Typically, modern builds, you start by making a bunch of kind of frames like this, and this one looks kind of like a pig. It's almost like I'm celebrating the return of Pixlriffs by having, like, there's a pig head here, and the body and the legs, and it's joined at the bottom, but if you look at it from the view of the path where the grass is there, it kind of obscures that, so you wouldn't notice. So it looks like this is Pixlriffs' bookshop, which it could be. You never know. It could be owned. He could be the proprietor. We could even put him in here to watch over the place, although I'm not sure quite how we would deal with him wandering out the door every 5 minutes, because that's what he already does in my house. And I'm not sure if I want a door on this at all. Swordfish's Bookshop on the last server had a very kind of open plan feel because it was based on the Apple Store in New York, which is like just this big glass cube that you walk into and then you go downstairs to get to the actual bookshop. Could also do a basement kind of thing, like a bargain basement kind of thing with the books. I do want to have like an upper level and a ground floor level, or first floor if you're American, which I found out recently, and that really weirds me out. It's kind of like, it's the ground floor. You get in on the ground floor, surely, but apparently to Americans, this is the first floor. I don't know. It's a strange logic, but I'll buy it. And now we need to finish off the building. I think I need to finish off the build and then probably get some more bookshelves, because I've only got 7 left, and for a bookstore, I've tucked a few of them away around the pillars and stuff around here, and I'm going to have some kind of like staircase here or ladder or something that you can use to get up, maybe even a minecart, I'm not sure. But then, yeah, I will definitely need a few more bookshelves, because 7 is not going to fill out this space at all, even though we need space for the chests and so forth. So we will get on with this, and I'll see you guys in a minute. We are getting there, folks. We are getting there. I've done a couple more things to the interior. I've made myself a lift shaft, and this needs some slime, and I'm all out of slime. I used all of my slime making sticky pistons ages and ages ago, so we're going to take a trip to the slime shop today, because when you're building a shop you have to kind of promote commerce in the rest of the town. So I'm going to pay a visit to Kane's Slimes. There's a lot of chickens. Oh, they're next door in the chicken cooker. That's what it is. So, how you doing, Brian? You alright? There's a lot of slime going in there, and I think we're pretty much full up, aren't we? Right. So, what are the prices? 2 iron each, or 5 for 1 iron block? Okay. Got an ender chest anywhere, Brian? It doesn't look like it. Okie doke. Let me go and grab some cash real quick. Where would the nearest ender chest be? Probably, if not at Ovi's place, then in the Sugar Shack. I think so. Cauldron Man. I'll probably get rid of that by the end of this episode. Yeah, here we go. Ender chest. Grab an iron block. I'm kind of short on iron. I might just make myself a fresh iron block, because I'll need a slime block here and there another time. And so, no crafting table anywhere, Jeff? Okay, fine. There we go. Who's going to have a crafting table? Probably Clandlewood. If you can count on anyone having a crafting table in one of their builds, it's going to be a Clandle build, isn't it? So we can mosey on over here, and I see one over there in the door of, what is this one? This is the distraction booth. Yes, I remember. So pop an iron block in there, and I believe the payment system is kind of behind the counter over here. So if I just kind of chuck it in a general that way direction, yep, there it goes, and I will take myself 5 slime blocks. Pleasure doing business with you, Brian. Always a pleasure. And blimey, those chickens are noisy. You might want to consider switching premises. So we're going to pop this in here, and I'm going to check that the elevator works, because I think I've made this to specification, but I just want to make sure, because sometimes you make it not quite high enough and you can't get out, or it's still pulling around some of the blocks because I've messed up the design of it a little bit. I've got 2 options here, basically. One is a pressure plate that you walk onto it and it kind of propels you up. Yes, that works. Fantastic. Oh, no. Not today, sir. We are closed. Premises still under construction, and we don't want any of you guys, you creepers, messing things up. Anyway, so yeah, there's a... that guy just strolled in all casual. Rude. Yeah, there's a pressure plate, and for people who prefer manually operated elevators, there's a button as well. So you can get up here either by accident if you're just kind of like wandering over here, or on purpose if you hit the button like so. So that's gonna be the way you get up to the second floor. I've got some jungle wood in here now. I thought jungle wood was probably going to be the best option. I think it looks kind of nice in the surroundings, and it's not that different to the oak wood that you would really notice the difference. So anyway, that's looking good. Can hop down the elevator shaft. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it activates after you walk off it as well, but I don't know. That'll do. I don't want to put two buttons in there necessarily. It would be kind of cool to have the button like on the side there instead, just so you're not like looking down once you get to the next floor, but you also kind of want to see where you're landing. So I think that's probably okay. Next stage, where did that creeper even come from? Did he spawn up here? He might have done actually, because it's not like super well lit on the outside right now, but I'll make the roof out of slabs or something so nothing can spawn up there, and we'll probably be good, I think. Right, time to grab myself some more bookshelves, time to finish off the roof of this place, and then we can get about getting some stock in. So here I was, working on the build. It's been, a few minutes. I've been messing around with a couple of things, put a few lights in, got some bookshelves, started to populate the area with chests, thinking about locations for stuff. I'm over here, making this lamp set up over here, and didn't even take the lever off the wall. I pulled the lever, I heard an explosion. I was like, there's not any TNT around here. I'm pretty sure I didn't trigger something by mistake. That was probably a creeper, and it wasn't a creeper anywhere near me. Because I'm pretty aware when a creeper is near me, especially seeing as it would have blown a hole in the wall. So then I started thinking, snow golems attack creepers, and they have been the cause of a few different explosions around here. So I start looking around the snow golem locations that I'm familiar with. Went to the slime shop, Brian in there, absolutely fine. Went to the hostelry, went to Beers, Brian's in there, absolutely fine. Then I came back over here thinking, I don't know where the other snow golems are. And the natural spa has had the side of it completely blown off, and there is a Brian in the doorway absolutely wailing on a baby zombie, and he's not getting anywhere because, as you guys know, snow golems don't actually damage anything. They are pretty much as passive as hostile stuff can get. And so we now have a baby zombie in the natural spa, kind of cornered. Brian is loose and is wandering around. I'm going to have to get in touch with some sort of security department. I'm going to have to get Kane to come down here and sort this whole mess out. But yeah, sorry about this. I seem to have caused this basically by being logged in. But a creeper must have spawned somewhere up here on the mountaintop, dropped down in front of here. Brian's thrown snowballs at it until it's gone off. And then Brian has been terrorizing the other mobs in Freehaven, which is fair enough. I'm sorry this guy hasn't paid for his natural spa visit, so he's going down. Oh, and he I guess he did leave payment in a way. Let me see what I can throw out of my inventory right now. Yeah, I'm going to try and repair as much of this as I possibly can. Sticks, don't need sticks. And hopefully Kane will be around to do the rest. But just so we are on the record here, I was witness to this explosion, and I'm also witness to all of the zombies that seem to be going after Frank. So, I don't know, guys. We need to sort out the hostile mob situation here a little bit. We need to come to a consensus about what we're going to do about this, because they are pretty much everywhere. We're probably going to have to do some kind of lighting party on that mountain, but we will see. Anyway, gonna get back to my bookshop build now. See you guys in a minute. Okay, folks, we are back, and time now for the finishing touches. I think we're pretty much done in here, but for wanting to add a couple of features in here, the idea behind this shop is not to be super organized. It's going to be basically like a standard, like, real-world bookstore browsing experience. So I'm not going to label any of the chests. It's going to be a matter of walking around, opening them, seeing what's in there, pulling a book off the shelf, see if you like it, flip through the pages a little bit, and I'm probably going to mix in a few regular books or even written books with the enchanted ones, because that adds a little bit of flavor in terms of like the whole RP situation. You want to kind of have a little bit of variety in here, but also in the last series, in the last season of DV, Clandlewood did a thing where he basically wrote a story and read it kind of from a book in Minecraft. And I kind of like that idea. I think it's kind of cool. And so I'm going to leave a few written books around here so people can write stories of their own and leave them here for other people to buy. And that would be kind of an option, like a little memento or something for people to have in their homes, in their Minecraft houses, that kind of thing. So that's the plan. I'm going to put up a couple of signs. I want to put up some quotes and stuff from authors and stuff, things about reading, because this is meant to be like a real world bookshop, so that's kind of the way it goes. I'm also going to put in a crafting table there, just so there is one in the build, so that, you know, Clandlewood doesn't get upset. I wanted to put an item frame above the door with a sign for the bookshop, so people know it's a bookshop. Well, hopefully they would they would recognize what it was anyway. But I also need to grab all of my... Now, Pixlriffs, hi there. Yes, I can tell you're very happy, but what even is this outfit? I mean, come on. Is this Halloween? I think we're past... Don't show me your bum, that's rude. Hey. We're going to need to talk face to face. Going to need a carrot. Yes, exactly, right. Now I've got your attention. This really isn't... What do you mean tunnel snakes rule? Come on, dude. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, how did you even get into that boiler suit with just your trotters? Well, yeah, I suppose. But you miss the wastelands, don't you? That's the problem. Yeah, I thought you might. Okay, never mind. I'll take you on a trip someday. We can go out to the mesa next time I need some stained clay. I'll ride you out there. Okay, that sounds good. Fair enough. You can keep this on for now, but... Seriously, dude, this is really weird. Anyway, moving on, we've got to get some... Do I have some enchanted books down here? I have at least one written book. What's in this? Oh, okay, that's the order from page. All right, we will probably erase that, and we can use that as one of the written books in the shop. I don't think I have any enchanted books down here. I think they're all in this chest up here. So we're going to stock up. I have a ton of things in here. One of the things I did want to do, because this is kind of real-world bookshop experience, is... Okay, that was handy. Those two protection 3 books can be blended together. We have a bestsellers section in the shop, and that's going to be books that, you know, people just want to come in, they want to buy a book, and they know that they want something kind of special. So this is where stuff like Silk Touch is going to go. This is where... I guess maybe Protection 4 can go. Some of the stuff that you know people are going to want on a regular basis. So yeah, Feather Falling, that kind of thing. And I, being the guy I am, I need to alphabetize them in some kind of format. So yeah, all of the more valuable books are going to be in here, and then around the rest of the store there's going to be a few more interesting ones. We're going to have maybe like Swordfish on the last server did like a combo corner kind of thing, where there were books with interesting combinations of things like smite, protection, power, sharpness and power, that kind of thing. Feather Falling and Fortune is a difficult one, because Fortune 3 is probably a more desirable enchantment than Feather Falling, but that's tough. So how about we put that one in here? And we're going to have a sale to start off to open the... To be the grand opening of the bookstore. We're going to have a sale, so we'll write a sign here, why not? Sale now on all books... All books, 2 diamonds. And it wouldn't be a DV bookstore without it being called Books and Books. Because that's what Swordfish's shop was called on the last server. So it's going to be Freehaven Books and Books. I didn't want to like brand it with my name necessarily, because everything I do is like Pixlriffs this, Pixlriffs that. So we're going to go straight up Freehaven community build, slap that on the front of here. We'll put it on the corner there so people know where they at, and this is a complete build. I'm really happy with this. I think it's gone super well, and hopefully people will come in here and use it. Payment chest is right here at the front. I need to get an ender chest in here as well, don't I? Payment chest is here. It's trap chest at the top, so you can put some stuff in. If you've worried you paid too much, you can take it out, but if you put it in there and close the chest, it goes away, and it goes into the payment chest down there. So, super simple payment methods. I will set up an ender chest right now, but I will probably do that off camera because it's time to call it an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Don't forget to check out the other members of Decidedly Vanilla as well because they all put out some fantastic content. I will see you guys soon. Bye for now. I'm really happy with that central tower now that I've built something like that. I really like building stuff underwater, mainly because it allows you to do stuff like this without all the tedious jumping around that you tend to do in survival mode if you're building something like this on land.